Hey everybody, it's Pete. Good morning. Welcome to a new episode of Stocks for Breakfast. Today we're going to talk about using alerts and using alerts in the TradingView software that is very popular in the community. But more importantly, I want to use the alerts within the context of a trade that we put on yesterday and how we use the different market conditions to put that trade on and put it at a certain spot where we got confirmation that the idea was working out, despite the fact that the market was less than ideal at the moment that we placed the trade. So it's kind of cool that we're going to actually look at how we set the trade, how we work through the trade, and then obviously we're pretty excited that the trade worked out during the day, and as a swing trade, it's following through. So first thing we're going to do is stress the importance of setting alerts. A lot of traders, for some reason, have this image that this money is just going to pop out of their watch list, that they just sit at their screen long enough and they're going to let all the blinking lights and everything just say, oh, that's the one you should be buying right now. That's not the way trading works. It's called active trading for a reason. It just doesn't mean the amount of trades that you're placing. It actually means how much work you're doing during the day. And I don't mean like it's exhausting type work, but it has to be repeated. It has to become a habit where you're scanning through your charts and what we call working the keyboard. You're going from the stocks to the market, to the internals, back to your open positions, back to your watch list. And you're cycling through that. And then all of a sudden something pops up that's an interesting idea. And you're like, you know what? If it gets up to that level, that's when I want to start to get involved. Now you have two choices at that point. Experienced traders would tend to be using a buy stop order up at that price for what you might call a feeler position or a probe, or your tier one, as some people call, where you get in with your initial share size being much lower. Some newer traders probably want to start out with an alert, like we're going to show you in a second on TradingView, and then decide if you want to get into the trade. If you're an experienced trader, usually you'll place a buy stop up in that area because you have confidence in the idea. There are other situations, and we make this very big distinction in the boot camp, where we make the distinction between alert set for a certain price and a buy stop set for a certain price. A buy stop means if it gets up there, we want to get in and we want to start a new position and then reevaluate depending on how it trades at that spot for where we're going to add new shares. An alert means that we want to know when it gets up to that price, then we're going to reevaluate what goes on in the overall market. And I'm actually going to show you how to do that right now using TradingView, as well as the actual trade that we called out in the boot camp yesterday. So I'm actually going to bring it up. We're going to head on over to the screen, excuse me, and we're going to start out with Etsy. Etsy is the trade that we initiated a new swing trade on yesterday. But first, I want to walk through TradingView just very, very quickly. Just want to make it clear. This is the software that many is suggested for newer traders that join the boot camp. It's very affordable, very easy to use. I'm going to show you right now. So let's just say, for argument's sake, you want to buy at this high here, or for whatever reason it is. And the high of that price right now is 198.50 on this candle. All you do in TradingView is you right click in the middle of whatever chart that you're looking at. You then click add alert. You set the price. So in this case here, we want it to be 198.50. We want it to be crossing up through that price. And we want to show a pop-up on our screen and a little noise to let me know that it triggered. And that's it. So the alert is now set. You can see it here on the chart at that price. But what I want to walk through is an actual trade that we walked the members through yesterday, starting out as a swing trade. But first, I want to talk about what the market was doing at that particular moment. So we're actually going to drill down a little bit into the earlier part of the day yesterday, which is the first hour of the day. So from here to right around here is the first hour of the day. So you can see from the open, the market gapped higher, but immediately within that first hour pulled back. And we were thinking it might have been profit taking, it might have been follow through selling from last Friday. It didn't matter. All we knew was that in that moment, they were selling in the market. So it was less than ideal scenario, as opposed to here from 11:30 to 2 o'clock, where the market bottomed out. Really good, simple, clean, basic technical analysis, for lack of a better way of putting it, where You basically just had what is known by pretty much everybody as a double bottom, right at the bottom of the hour here where we started to rally. This is a different condition than this. So let's just flat out say the conditions were less than perfect. Other than the bullish gap, the market at that moment was going down. So we go over to Etsy, which was on our private watch list heading into the day as a stock to be looking to initiate a new swing trade. We had less than perfect conditions at that moment, but better conditions in the stock in the long term after it pulled back for a few days, and we were setting it up to be a stock that we wanted to get long. So now here's the key. The traditional breakout, if you're looking at the early price action, you're saying when it gets above that level or hits that level, that's when I want my alert to tell me to determine whether or not I want to get long and has the conditions improved. But because we wanted to get long Etsy, we like the condition, we like the longer term order flow, we like the tape looked good. We knew that we wanted to get involved. It was just a question of what was the right price at the right time. Since the market was going down, we were staying away from getting involved at exactly the right price, exactly the breakout price, because the market wasn't confirming bullish environment other than the gap. We needed the market to turn around to be a little bit better or get involved a little bit sooner. So what we did is we actually set an alert above the perfect price, or above the obvious price is probably a better way to word it, up at 213.50 was actually our price. So what's kind of ironic is, we have a way of setting the exact price we want to get in, but you can see that price actually broke through that level. We got filled on the buy stop, came back down to exactly where we got in, stock closed strong, and then it's actually opening higher again today. So I can't stress this enough. If you, and it's actually a common challenge or obstacle, I should say, for members of the boot camp, newer members that come into the boot camp, where they are missing entries, missing the best price, missing getting out at the best price, missing getting in at the best price. And that's what we talk about working the keyboard, You're cycling through your watch list, you're cycling through your open positions, you're going back to the market, you're going back to the market internals, and you're starting that all over again. And when I say the watch list, I'm talking about you're working down all of the stocks that are in your watch list for that day or even for that week. You're looking for opportunity and you're looking for the right price. So get in there, set those alerts, whatever software you happen to be using, whether it's TradeStation, Thinkorswim, Interactive Brokers, TradingView. I just showed you a real quick way to do that in TradingView. Get in the habit of setting alerts. And what's kind of funny is some newer traders like, oh, I don't have the time to set alerts. I'm trading. Really? You don't have time to make money? That's ridiculous, quite honestly. Develop the habit and you'll be surprised at how many new opportunities open up to you just because you learn to work the keyboard. Work the keyboard. Go from your watch list. Go to your open positions. Go back to the stocks. Go back to the market. Go back to the internals. Go back to your watch list. Cycle through it, cycle through it, cycle through it. It'll give you an opportunity to have a much bigger list, which will open up more opportunities, because all of them, generally speaking, won't be in play. But the ones that are meeting the criteria, set that alert, let it come off and tell you when now, sit up in your seat, pay attention. It got to a place that matters to us. You'll be shocked at just developing the habit of setting that alert, how many more money-making opportunities it will open up to you. If you find these videos helpful, definitely click down and subscribe to the channel. I'd really appreciate it. Give us a thumbs up too. If you have any questions about this in particular, leave a comment below the video. I'd love to hear from you. Have a great day, everyone.